say anything to him, having a conversation about coming back off of these 2 games, or how does he go about incorporating?
I mean, yeah, there's been ongoing conversations. I mean, he's been really engaged for these 2 games. I mean, he wrote his own scouting report to the Washington game in his hotel room and sent it, to us. So, he was good. We're glad he's playing, and we'll have conversations obviously about integrating and not doing too much necessarily, but those I'm not concerned about.
How did those scouting reports measure up to what you guys did?
he was pretty on par.
Do you I don't know how much you can say about it, but do you think that it was good for him to stand up for himself in that situation, and how does he kind of monitor that going forward?
I mean, that's kind of one of those things that I'd probably stay away from commenting on. But I'll just speak in a general sense that players have non-negotiables in this league, and situations where they feel they need to they need to stand up for themselves, and we always support our players.
How is Napier?
As of right now, we're still waiting to get word, but questionable moving forward.
Ryan, you talked last year about how it was a process for Gorgui to move out of the corner and to the above-the-break threes that he's been shooting this year. Is that something he did over the summer, or just kind of was that part of the shot selection emphasis that you made here in training camp?
Yeah, I mean, Gorgui spends a lot of time overseas in the summer. He did come into town a couple times where we were able to see him, and we were also able to, start emphasizing the shots that we value. And he did more above the break shooting during training camp during the September OTAs. So I think that could be, a tribute to that in a sense. But with our fives, we also want guys to roll as well too. So it's going to be finding a common balance.
Is it going to be weird to see Tyus in another uniform running plays against you?
It's not the first time that a player that I care about and think very highly of we'll be competing against, and we're all competitors, so I'm sure he's looking forward to competing against us, and we're looking forward to competing against the Grizzlies.
Will Karl back, Ryan? Rotation will go back to what it looked like the first 4 games of the year?
I think it'd be similar.
Aside from Giannis, who's a crazy outlier, you guys have done really good rim protection this year, but your three-point percentage is pretty high, up around 36% now. Is that trading one thing for another on scheme, or what is it?
Kind of right now. I mean, we still don't want to, we want to. Milwaukee is a good example, I think, of they do a great job elite job of protecting the rim. I mean, they're unbelievable, and maybe one of the best rim protection teams you'll ever see with their length. But then, they do allow a number of three-point attempts, but they also do a fairly good job of closing out to touch. Those are things that we want to emphasize. That similar mindset, but it is somewhat giving one up for the other. But it's not going to be something where we're going to say, hey, we're going to protect the rim at the sacrifice of giving up threes. We want to be able to do both.
There are 2 schools of thought about three-point defense. A lot of times it's just luck of the hot hand. And do you think technique can make a big impact out on the perimeter?
I do. I think there's things that you can do in terms of closeouts, whether it be, and everybody has a different philosophy, but some teach high hands, some teach choppy steps, some teach run the guys off, some teach close out to touch. And when you say close out to touch, you're closing out to the guy's midsection, where you're basically trying to deter them from even shooting and trying to force them to contest it too, and that's something we want to do.
Your team is 4th in three-point attempt rate. Is that something that can get even higher this year?
I think it can. We want to try to be 4th or higher in three-point makes. So with that, with attempts, we want to see the makes jump as well. So it'll be an ongoing process, a developing philosophical emphasis on us.
Are you getting the shots you want generally from 3? If there's not seeing go down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Noah more comfortable above the break than he is from the corner? He shot a lot more above the break.
Yeah, I think so, and we saw that last year in New York. He was pretty good above the break.
Is that rare?
It is rare for 5, I think, in a number of ways. But you look at like last year. I don't have the exact numbers.
It's like 85%
But
from above
yeah,
break.
but even Brooke, I'm using Brooke Lopez as an example. Last year, he was more above the break. Now you see him; he's getting a lot of his threes in that right corner, and a lot of that is with the game evolving. 5s are not necessarily used to, having one-way stunts, is what we call them. 5s are, used to helping out or protecting the rim. So when the ball's driven at them, they're starting out, coming in, then they have to go back out. When you got a guy like Brooke Lopez, who's a very good three-point shooter with a quick and high release, makes it tough to guard.
Are you seeing stuff from Jordan Bell just in terms of toughness, taking a couple of charges from Giannis, like shaking off the shoulder and getting back in there, kind of give what you need there?
Yeah, he was. He showed a number of things last night, and he gave us reason to feel confident in him in a number of situations. There's a number of guys in this league that are, very good in the open court, and guys who are able to put the ball on the floor at size, and Jordan's able to move his feet. So it was good for him last night.
Are there many guys who step in front of Giannis twice in like 20 seconds?
I don't know how many would do that, but it's good that he had the audacity and the ability to get in front of him.